right, let's just start in child's pose simply as a pose to welcome yourself to your mat, to settle in, to get comfortable, to check in with yourself to see if you have any special needs or even desires today. So this practice will be a good stretchy practice. So as you come into child's pose, tune into your breath, breathing in, breathing out, nice and peacefully. Slowly come up to a tabletop position, bringing the knees to face the wrists. And our first pose of the day will be our cat and our cow. So let's go ahead and just drop the belly and lift the gaze, and then roll the spine to the sky. We're going to use our breath here. So inhale, scoop and lift, exhale, roll the spine up. We're going to do this for a minute about, so just keep going and just enjoy it. It's a super simple pose, so I ask you to simply embrace that simplicity, to just embrace the ease, the movement. Keep going. Fantastic. So one more time, and then come right to neutral pose. Coming back towards the knees, bring the right foot forward. Just glide into a nice low lunge. We're going to take both of the hands and bring them inside of the foot. Create a bit of space by moving your foot a little to the right, and then just shift and move into this low lunge where we'll just pause and keep it right here. So feel free in this low lunge. We're opening up these hip flexors to maybe move a little side to side, to ease and go down a little bit deeper, to stay really still. Just decide what really works nicely for you. This pose is one I am throwing into this set simply because I find a lot of value in low lunges, opening up our hip flexor as it benefits our lower back, for stability, everything. Slowly walk back, bring your knees back together. We're going to just no creativity here, just bring the left one forward. As you come forward, once again, just find what works nicely. Move that left foot a little out to the left, create some space. Rock, roll, stay still, just enjoy it. As we pause and hold this pose, concentrate on some nice deep breaths. Fantastic. We're going to just back it up and bring our knees back together. Shifting everything forward, gently come down to the belly. Bringing the hands into a comfortable position for cobra. Simply press and lift. Dropping the shoulders back towards the ears, keep the gaze forward. Now, if it's more comfortable for you to drop down to a Sphinx pose, that is also a beautiful pose. Stay right here. Breathing in, breathing out. Use this moment to maybe close your eyes and think of one thing that brings you joy, brings you happiness. Slowly release down to the mat. And now we'll press all the way back to a child's pose. Coming all the way back, bring the knees a little wide. Draw the hands forward. Bring the forehead to touch down. Feel free to maybe bend the elbows instead. Some of these yoga pose holds will be more active. Some will be gentle and simple, like this child's pose. By slowing down, holding, it gives us a moment to think of how the pose feels for us if we need to make adjustments, what benefits they offer you. I'm going to add to this child's pose. We're going to take our right arm and slide it under, pressing our shoulder towards the floor, the side of our head towards the floor, and hold right here. Like yin practice, when we hold those poses longer than natural, the benefits start to crawl into our connective tissues, not just our muscles, not just our joints. It just moves deep. And then let's switch sides. Sliding our left arm through, pressing our side of the head towards the floor. Breathe in, breathe out, just enjoy. Pulling it all the way out. Stay in child's pose just as a moment to recover. And then come forward onto your knees, shifting all the way forward, tuck the toes. Tough one here, plank pose, 1 minute plank. So just breathe and hold. If the wrists bother you, feel free to move to your forearms. And if it's too much, just touch down into child's pose for a moment. Only 10 more seconds. Slowly pull the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Plant the feet. Unanimously, this makes every single list. One of the poses to embrace every single day. So as we are in downward facing dog, this is a great opportunity to think of the feet grounded and rooted, the hands grounded and rooted. The space between your fingertips to your shoulders long. From your hips to your heels long. Drawing the belly in, simply lift the hips up a little higher. Move the head a little bit, shake out any tensions, stresses. Breathe in, breathe out. Perfect. Then gazing towards the front of the mat, step the right foot between your hands. Spin the back heel and bend the front knee. Sweep the arms up to warrior two, up and around. Warrior two, our first standing pose. Feel the blood now drain downward. Feel the fingertips reach, the shoulders soft. Look down at the knee, maybe press it towards those pinky toes a little bit more. Breathe. Tune in to what you're feeling, the dedication, the discipline to hold a pose. Drawing the front leg nice and straight, reach forward and then down, triangle pose. Feel the space between your hands. Bringing the top hand down, soften the knee, step back to a down dog. And let's change sides to bring the left foot forward. Bending the back heel and bending the front knee. Lift and turn out into warrior two. Sink low, settle. Tune into the foundations of the pose. The space between fingers, spreading the fingers, gazing down that front arm, softening the shoulders. Another good pose to think of something that is positive in your life. And interesting to see how heavy our arms can feel in just 1 minute's time. Straightening out the front leg, reach forward and then down triangle pose. Tune into the posture of this pose, pulling the top shoulder back, the lower shoulder under, feeling your heart open, your chest facing that right hand side. Circle the arm down towards the floor, soften the knee, step back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and then out. And then bringing the right knee forward for pigeon pose. Any variation, we can do our modified pigeon. You can stay up nice and tall. And if this does not work for you, please find a pigeon pose that does. Just like our low lunge, our hip flexors are open wide. This also is a pose that pretty much meets almost every list. If you feel comfortable and want to move to the full expression of the pose, drop down, extend the arms. Backing yourself up, turn yourself around. The next pose connected to this one, bend the knee. Wrapping your left arm around your knee and placing your right hand behind you, push the floor away. Pull in and look over that back shoulder, twist. Twists always make the list. These are our final two poses. Slowly begin to release and make your way back into downward facing dog. And then bringing the left knee forward, place it down. Stay tall, make the transition whenever you are ready. Adjusting as necessary, using any props needed. Slowly lift and turn yourself around. Bringing the knee towards the sky, wrap your right arm around the leg. Press the left one behind you and push down into the floor as you get tall. And then slowly turn and look over the shoulder. The long leg is pressing into the floor. The foot is flat, toe is facing the sky. Long grass, feel the twist. Slowly begin to release. Turn yourself back around to downward facing dog. And I remember one last pose, Malasana. Bring your right foot outside of the right hand, the left foot outside of the left. Turn the heels and toes out and sit down. Feel free to sit on a brick if you need to here. Hands at the heart, elbows pressing into the legs. This makes almost every list as well. Closing your eyes. Just enjoy the depth of this pose. Bringing the hands to the mat, slowly shift and lift the hips up. Bring the feet to center into a standing fold. Bring your hands to clasp your elbows and bend the knees just a little bit. And right here in a fold. We did it. Releasing the hands towards the floor, slowly roll up like a rag doll, vertebrae by vertebrae to stand. Lifting the shoulders up, press them back behind you into a beautiful mountain pose. We're tall, we're strong. Inhale, sweep the arms to the sky, gaze up to those hands. Exhale, open wide and bow forward. Inhale to a half fold and exhale, fold back down. Bending the knees, rise up again, arms overhead, and bring the hands to heart center. Bringing the right foot up to tree pose, your tree pose. Find your focus, hands to heart. Breathe. And then beginning to release that right leg, send it back behind you. Pressing it back. Your toe faces the floor. Your right hip dips it down. Reaching the arms forward, warrior three. Bend the front knee, touch down to high lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale, go a little lower, lowering the arms. Just go ahead and lift and then lower. And lift and then lower. And then lift and then lower. Hold right here. Little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause here. Bring the top of the body over that front leg. Reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. Beautiful. Now shift and lift to airplane. And then bringing the feet back together. Inhale, arms reaching to the sky, and exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Well done. Tree pose on the left side. So bring that left leg up where you are comfortable. Posture check, hands at heart. Find your focus. Transitioning to warrior three, release the foot, send it back behind you. Pushing the wall away, pressing the floor down with that supporting leg. Get the left hip, and then reach the arms forward. Soften the front knee, touch back to high lunge. Feel the fingertips reaching up. Now inhale, straighten the leg, reach higher. Exhale, dip low. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, dip low. Inhale up, and then exhale, dip low. Inhale, lift up, and then stay low and pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keeping those hands low, roll the shoulders back, and stop. Shift the weight forward. Shift and lift to airplane. Fingertips are reaching towards the back of the mat. Fantastic. And slowly bring the feet together. Inhale, arms reach up. And then exhale, bow forward. Inhale, half fold. And exhale, fold back down. Soften the knees as you reach to rise. And bring the hands to heart center. Step to the middle of your mat and turn sideways, horizontally on the mat. This has been a full moon week. Let's go with a moon salutation. So inhale, bring the arms overhead. Tip over to the right hand side. Inhale, come back to center. Soften the knees, jump out wide. Push the walls away. Kicking out that left heel. Tip over to triangle pose. Oh, forgot my squat. That's all right. Taking one breath here. And then exhale, bring that top hand all the way down. Spin the back heel and drop the back knee down. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, pull the elbows down as you glide forward. Inhale, back it up. And exhale, bring the hands inside the front leg. Inhale, straight, lift the back leg, and then slowly walk back to center and over to the other side where you'll drop the knee down. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, pull down, glide forward. Inhale, back it up. And exhale, bring both hands down, tuck the back toe, lift the knee, spin the heel. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, open up, triangle pose. Inhale, rise to center. Turn the heels in, squat low. And then press the walls away, step the feet back together. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, tip it over to one side. Inhale, all the way to center. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Tip over to the left-hand side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release the arms, step out wide. Goddess pose. There we go, push the arms away. Kick out the right heel, triangle pose. Turn towards the floor. Spin the back heel, lower the back knee. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, glide and pull the elbows down. Inhale, back it up. And exhale, bring the hands inside the front foot. Tap the back toe, lift the knee, walk over to the other side. Drop the knee down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, pull the elbows down. Inhale, back it up. And exhale, reach for the mat. Tap the back toe, spin the heel. Inhale, lift up to triangle pose. And exhale, hold. Inhale, rise to center. Bend the elbows. Squat down. Inhale, push the walls away. Step your feet back together. Arms come overhead. And exhale, tip over to the right hand side. Inhale, back to the center. And exhale, hands right to the heart. Beautiful. Step back to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. Exhale, fold back down. Step the left foot back, spin the heel. Bending the knee, rise to warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Inhale to a peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Let's hold here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, breathe in. And breathe out. Inhale to a peaceful warrior. And then exhale, reach for the mat. Step the feet together. Inhale to a half fold. And exhale, refold. Bending the knees, root to rise. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale, arms reach out. Exhale, open wide, bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. And exhale, fold back down. Step the right foot back. Bend the knee, rise to warrior one. Open up to warrior two. Inhale to a peaceful warrior. And then exhale, extended side angle. Take a breath here. Let it go. Breath here. Let it go. Inhale back to peaceful warrior. And then exhale, hands to the mat and simply step it forward. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, refold, bending the knees, chair pose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the hands to the heart as we sink a little lower. Breathe in and then exhale, twist to the right hand side. Bring in the eyes to the floor below you. Slide the left foot towards the back side of the mat. Find your balance, sink low and sink deep. When you are ready, lift and turn back to the right side. Twisted prayer, twisted lunge. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the eyes back to the floor. Step back to twisted chair pose. And then release into a fold. Soften the knees, root to rise. And bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open wide, bow forward. Inhale to a half fold. And exhale, refold. Soften the knees, chair pose. Look down to make sure you can see those toes. Sink just a little lower, bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, breath in. Exhale, twist left. Stay here and let it go. Now look down towards the floor. Slide the right foot towards the back side of the mat. Find your balance, sink low and sink deep. And then lift and turn back into twisted high lunge. Eyes back to the floor, step forward to twisted chair. And then fold in half. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Bend the knees as we root to rise, bringing the arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Let's take our right foot behind our left. Tip over to the left-hand side. Inhale, come back to the center and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a half fold. And exhale, touch down. Step the right foot back, the left foot back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Drop the right knee, spin open to open your gate towards that left-hand side. Dropping the arm close to the ear, pull the foot off the floor. Side table hold. Touch the foot to the floor. Slowly lift all the way up on the one knee and slide down that left leg. And then coming right back to the mat. Spin back around, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring the right foot forward first. Bring the left foot behind it. Inhale to a half fold and exhale, fold back down. Soften and lift to rise. As we come to center, uncross the legs, tip over to the right hand side. Inhale back to the center and exhale, glide the hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up, hands come together, left foot steps behind the right. Tip over to the right hand side. Inhale back into center and exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a half fold and exhale, touch down, step the left foot back and then the right, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Bring the left knee to touch down and open the gate to the right hand side. Drop the arm to the ear and float the leg up hip height, flex the foot. Breathe in. Breathe out. Touch your foot to the floor and slowly slide up and then down that right leg. Side bend. And then bring the hands back to the mat, spin back around, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward first. The right one goes behind it. Inhale to a half fold and exhale, fold back down. Root to rise. As the hands come together, uncross the feet and tip over to the left-hand side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Bow the head, close the eyes. Take a moment here. Breathe in. This moment is for you to reset, to think of another thing that brings you pleasure, something you might be grateful for. Good. Push the side of the walls away. Just push them away. Bring the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. Rolling the shoulders back, pull the knuckles towards the floor. Your gaze is straight ahead. Lean back just a little more and just push those knuckles further down. Maybe your gaze can now look up. Slowly returning to center, bend the knees. Bring the belly to the thighs. As you kick them back out, pull the arms towards the floor over the head. No worries on how far you can pull. I have almost no flexibility in my arms here. Still a beautiful pose. And then simply let go of those hands, bring them to the floor. Slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders and put them down. We did it. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale to a half fold and exhale, refold. Place the left foot behind the right this time and then just have a seat, crisscross legs. Seated cat and cow, just to reset our posture. Inhale, pull the heart forward, pull the shoulders back. Exhale, chin to chest, roll back as far as you can, keeping the hands on the kneecaps. Do that one more time, coming all the way up, push a little bit forward this time. And then exhale, come to center and roll way back. This time come up and then walk forward, right past those legs. Breathe in, breathe out. Sliding the hands to the heart, lean back just a little bit. Take that right leg out and touch it back in and out and in and out and in and out and put it down. Reach down towards the foot. Bring the hands back to heart, lean back and lift the leg. Reach forward, come back and lift. Reach forward, come back and lift it. Reach forward and hold. Bow down, nose towards knee. Releasing, extend the left leg out the other way. Pushing the walls away from you, take a breath in. As you exhale, twist and reach outside the foot. Wide leg saw. Not too wide, just outside of your mat. And reach. Use the inhale to center twist, the exhale to reach. Good. Last time. And back to the center. Float the hands down. Bring the right foot into the left leg. Lift the arms to the sky and then simply bow forward. Bring the hands to the heart, lean back and lift the leg. Lower it and reach. Come back and lift it. And then reach it. Come back and lift it. And reach it. And then come back and hold. Bring it in to touch in front of the other and then out long. Bring it in and extend. Bring it in and extend and in and extend. Bring it back in, crisscross those legs, hands to knees. Inhale, pull the shoulders back, let the heart move forward. Exhale, roll back. Again, a little bit further forward. And then a little further back. Next time, come forward and walk the hands out in front of you. Sliding the hands back to the heart. Lean back, bring the knees together, float the legs to Navasana boat pose and find the boat pose that works for you. Holding if you need to. Keeping the knees bent if you need to. Reaching if you'd like to. Rebend the knees, place the feet to the floor. Reaching forward, roll all the way down. Bring the hands behind the head with the elbows out wide. Lift in the center for 1, and for 2, and for 3, and for 4, and for 5, and for 6, and for 7, starting with the right knee, pull it in and alternate. So bring the right knee, and now the left, and the right, and the left, and the right, and the left, just once more each side, and then just the right one will come in and then out. So pull it in, push it away. Pull it in, push it away. In and push. Let's do a twist. Turn your shoulder, extend the leg. Shoulder turns and extends. Turn and extend. And then one more time, keep the extension. Lift everything to center. Lift, lower everything down. Lift to center. Lower down. Head and leg comes up and down. This time, take the left hand and reach it towards the right ankle. Reach up, release down. Reach up and release down, and reach up and release down. This time, reach and grab the leg. Both hands connect, slide the left leg out long. Take a breath in, exhale, pull, pull, then switch. 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 And pull, pull, then switch. And then bring the legs back to the center. Bring the head and shoulders down. Put the feet back to the floor. Bringing the hands back behind the head. Let's start again. Center lift for 8. And for 7. And for 6. And for 5. And for 4. And for 3. And for 2, starting with the left knee, alternate them in. Knee in, right knee. Left knee, center lifts. For 4. for 3, and for 2. And now just the right knee, bring it in and extend it. Left knee, bring it in and extend it. In and extend. And let's do 4 with a little twist. So just turn the shoulder and extend, and turn the shoulder and extend. Turn the shoulder and extend one more time. Hold the extension, now everything up to center, lower slow. Up to the center and lower slow. Up to the center and lower slow. This time we'll take our right hand, reach it towards the left ankle. So reach up and lower. Reach a little higher and then lower. And lift and lower, this time lift and catch your foot. Bending the knee this time. Push away the right leg, single leg extensions. Breathe in, exhale, pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. Pull, pull. And pull, pull. And pull, pull. Pull, pull. Last one, bring both knees in. Lower the head and shoulders to the floor. Put the feet down. Lifting up to bridge pose. Bring the hips off the floor. Move the shoulders underneath. Push down with the feet and lift just a little higher. Remember, think of the top of the body, the rib cage, the hips, the thighs, the belly, all floating towards the sky. The lower body just comes along for the ride. Those inner thighs are moving towards each other. Extremely important pose as well. And then soften and lower. Bring the knees to the outer shoulders. And then let everything twist to the right-hand side. Drop the knees down. Open the arms wide and look towards your right, towards your left. And then lifting the legs, let them move to the other side and look over to the right side. Returning to the center, bring the feet to the mat. Let the knees and body turn to face forward, supporting the head. Kick the legs out to Pilates position, a little bit in front of the body and stacked. Point the toes, lift the top leg, flex it and push it down. Lift it, flex it and push it down. And lift it, flex it and push it down. Create your own resistance every time you lift it, every time you lower it. Just 2 more. And 1 more, right into our Pilates bicycle. Pull the knee forward and kick. Resist it as you send it back. Kick forward, push back. Kick forward, push back. Kick forward and push back. And kick forward and push back. 4 more. Kick. Keep your body rooted. Keep it grounded. Keep the core engaged. 1 more. And then reverse it. Resist the leg forward. Bend and press it back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Pull it forward. Press it back and forward. And 4 more right here. Resist. Kick back. Resist. Kick back. And resist. Kick back and resist. Double toe taps, 2 front, 2 back. Tap, 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 tap. Just 1 more. Place the feet together. Lift them both off the floor and lower them and lift them and lower them and lift them and lower and lift and lower. Pull the heels back. Bring the top knee to the sky and then bring it down and lift the foot and the knee and then the foot and the knee and the foot and the knee. Now let's make it a little bigger. Toe to the floor, knee to the floor. Toe behind you, knee in front. Toe behind you, knee in front, and toe behind you, knee to center. Pull in and extend. Pull in and extend. Pull in and extend and in. 4 more. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. And then holding it long, stir the bubbles. Either way, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Pull the knee in towards you and roll to the back. Crisscross the ankle over the other leg and find your sleeping pigeon stretch. Remember, in your sleeping pigeon, keep those feet flexed. Lengthen those muscles. Remember, in those essential poses, I chose a pigeon pose, but remember, this is also a pigeon pose. So if you find this more soothing to hold, choose this. It serves the same purpose without so much stress on the knee. All right, let's transition. Bring the bottom foot to the floor and turn this top knee in. Grab your ankle, roll back towards the front, and pull this leg straight back behind you. Pushing the hip forward and the ankle into the hand, feel that quadricep stretch. Let's let it go. Bringing your knees in, just roll up and turn around. I like facing forward rather than only listening to the words. All right. Pilates position. Anchor down, engage the core. Top leg comes up with a point, flex and put it down. Point up, flex and put it down. Point up, flex and put it down. Point up, flex and put it down. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. And then one more time, Pilates bicycle. Knee in and kick, and exhale, send it back. Inhale to kick, exhale, send it back. Stay really still through the upper part of the body. Keep that core fully engaged. You've got this. 4 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And then we'll reverse it. So bring it forward. Bend and kick back. Forward. Bend and kick back. Forward. Bend and kick back. And forward, bend and kick back. Just 4 and 3. Resist. Right into our double toe taps, 2 front, 2 back. Tap, 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 tap. One more time as our feet now come together. Lifting both legs for 4, for 3, for 2. As they land back down, pull the heels back, bring the knee up and put it down, bring the foot up. Keep going. Up, foot, knee, foot, knee. Down, toe to the floor behind you, knee to the floor in front. And again, 2 more times. Last one. Bring the knee to your shoulder. Push it out. Pull it in. Push it and pull it. Extend it and bend it. Extend it and bend it. For 4 and for 3 and for 2. And then stir the bubbles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Bring the knee in and roll on to the back. Sleeping pigeon. Bring it in and stretch and hold and breathe. Well done. The blend of Pilates and yoga is just a brilliant way to have a practice. I call it a marriage between two great practices: the yoga for your mind, your body, your spirit, for your balance, for your flexibility, Pilates for your strength in your core, the powerhouse. Each complements the other. Bringing the bottom foot to the floor, turn this knee back into you and reach for your ankle. Roll back to the front and simply pull this leg back. Push your hip forward, press your ankle into your hand. Feel that lovely stretch. And then finally, right back to center. Bring the knees to you. Push them together. Curl into a ball. So head and shoulders come up. Walk the hands towards the ankles. Curl in tight. Pull the belly towards the floor. Breathe in. Exhale. Go long. Circle in. Go long. Circle in. And go long. And circle in. And go long. For 4. And for 3. And for 2. And then one more time and hold. Put the head down, the shoulders down. Lift the feet towards the sky. Hands can come behind the knees and pull down. They can walk up to the ankles and pull down, or they can go to the bottoms of your feet and pull down. Happy baby pose. This pose makes some of the lists. There's multiple lists out there. So just stay here and enjoy. Bringing the soles of the feet together, slowly lower them to the floor. Push the legs with your hands, settle in, and then bring one hand to the heart, one hand right to the center of the belly. Breathe in nice and deep, feel the chest rise, the belly expand. And then as you exhale, push the belly towards the floor, let this part soften, chest soften. Breathe normal. Remind yourself of one thing that you are grateful for. I'm grateful for all of you tuning in and sticking with me through all these years now. Bringing the hands down to the side, bring the knees together and slide the legs out long into our final pose, our Shavasana. This magical little pose that pulls everything together. Your mind, your body, your spirit. It's a time to rest. A time to breathe. A time not to be in your head, but just to be in the here and the now. Breathe in, breathe out, begin to create a little movement. Bringing the knees into your chest. Moving off to one side. And eventually coming back into center. Thank you for choosing me to start your day with. So as you bring our hands to the heart and bow your head, I've been asked to repeat this once in a while, so I'm going to repeat it today. The goal of yoga. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible or standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck, to unveil layers of protection you've built around your heart, to appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise it creates, to make peace with who you are. The goal is to love, well, to love you. Namaste.
Namaste.